Hello, it's Mick again from Creative Schools, and this little video is going to be talking about adding events to your website. So we're logged in, we're on the dashboard, and anywhere we can click on New, brings up Event. Alternatively, you can go to Events on the side and click Add New. Just go to the top, click on Event. And that brings up, let's get rid of that. That brings up the event page. So this is where we add in all of the information. So the title of the event here is Year 7 Sports Day, for example. Now, the things that you need for a news event, similar to a news post, is that there's a couple of things that you have to have. So for an event, you need to have a title, you need to fill out this first block of information that's here, and again, you need to add a featured image, which we'll come on to later. Those are the only three things that you need to do for it to publish and look correct on your website. So this one is, you can either set it to be an all-day event, so if it's a staff training day or something. No end time is something that, like last day of term, it doesn't have an end time, but those will be used very rarely, so I wouldn't worry too much about the no end time. But all-day event is obvious, and start and end time, so we'll have it on the Friday the 26th. It starts at 10, goes on to midday. You can change the time zone, but I don't think there'll be any reason for you to do that. But if there is, if you're going on a fancy school trip somewhere, you can change it there. With any event, you can set it to repeat. So for things like a staff meeting or something that you know is going to be happening every day for a certain number of weeks, you can set it to repeat. So for example, we'll set this one to repeat every week on a Thursday, and end never means it will just go on and for as long as the calendar is active. And you can change, so if you wanted to go every 2 weeks itself, fortnightly as well, you can do that in here as well, or monthly or yearly. So we'll just apply those. So this is going to repeat every week on Thursday forever, and you can go into those events. So it creates individual events for those. It's not the same event copied. So you can exclude specific days from there if you wish. So if we know full well that the 4th of March, the 3rd of March and the 10th are Easter holidays, for example, you can apply those. Tells you the exclusion dates here, so that event will not appear on those 2 days, but it will appear on every other Thursday. Selecting the category, so we know it's Year 7, and see if we've got anything else in here. We'll select school trips, but PE will be in there, or sports and fitness or something could be in there for us to tick as well. You can fill out the event location details. I'll just use the offices here, and that creates a Google map using so there we go. So you can just tick on that, and that will then show the map in the event, so that if anyone is coming from outside of school, they'll know where to go. If it's at the school, you probably won't need it, but if it's a sports event like swimming, say at a local leisure centre, you can put that on. If something does have events, sometimes they come with a cost, so you can click on that, put in the cost, and if it's a ticket that we purchased from a website, you can put the URL in here. And something that I think is quite nice as well, if you are publishing events to the general public or internally even at school, if a big school like yourselves, put in the contact details there, and then if anyone does have any questions, they know who to ask. And again, like with any featured image, if you select set featured image, brings up your media library, click on an image, set featured image, brings up the example image thumbnail down there, and if you want, You can add in as much detail as you want in here by just typing in. We've got the same functions in there as well. So that's how you do an event. Same as publishing, so you can save draft, edit the visibility of it, and you can also publish immediately. So password protected, you set the password for that, so someone needs a password to be able to see the event. Private means that they need to be able to log in, so only users who are already on the system will be able to see that, but very rarely used. And publishing, you can publish events to appear in the future or in the past just by changing the information on here, and you can also preview your event at any point and you'll see what it will look like when you do publish it. Thank you.